What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. In today's video, we're going to be doing an account update, and we're going to be looking forward to the patch 1.5 update that's literally around the corner, like it's tomorrow. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Today, I decided to play on my mobile phone for whatever reason. Yeah, there you go. But dude, I've been busy these last couple of weeks with like in real life stuff and some projects I've been working on. So I fell behind, but I'm still doing okay. Like if you look at my progress, I got 100% on Crown. The next zone obviously is Warren there. I'm gonna try to get 100% as fast as I possibly can. But that's my progress, that's what I have. If you guys don't know, when you get 100% on Crown, you do get this little bootleg Borderlands 2 outfit, which I was so excited to get until I saw this, dude. Like, I don't like the running animation, dude. She looks like Shaggy. I can't unsee it. I cannot unsee the shagginess of the whole thing. If you're like, FG, that's how you always run. No. All right, now check it out. You ready? Now look at this. Look at the arms, right? You gotta pay special attention to the arms. Right? You see how she's running and she's like, I'm about to sprint, I'm about to break the world record in the 100. You see how the arms look? Fist. You see? You taking special note? And you see this? You see how the fists are lower? You see this? Do you see what I'm talking about? I don't like the way it looks, dude. So I couldn't unsee it, and I decided, you know what? As much as I like this outfit, I'm not gonna wear it. So yeah, no matter how hard I tried, I literally just could not unsee it. So back to this outfit over here. Now another reward that you get upon completion of 100% of Crown is you get this little bad boy right here. And you know what? I've actually been using this relic. Since my entire weapon set is basically frost weapons, this is actually pretty handy if I need to do some fire attacks or break some shields or something like that. It's actually not too bad, man. And it, you know, it just kind of breaks up the monotony, right? Just breaking up the monot. And when you jump out of it, it also detonates. Very cool. So as you're on your journey trying to get 100% completion on Crown, the Type 5 armor is going to be one of your rewards here. Like I said, fire damage here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna power it up any further just because the cooldown's a little long. But oh, flame domain skill, dude, it erects a wide range flame domain at the current location, dealing damage. So there you go, that is the Type 5 armor. Like I said, not anything like super special, but I like the fact that it just kind of breaks up the monotony. If you guys haven't noticed, I really like shooting in this game. All right, so that's my little quick account update. Now looking ahead to tomorrow, we do have update 1.5 dropping. And with 1.5, we get, you know, the brand new artificial island, which is basically a housing system, which is also going to have some gameplay, maybe even some supply pods on timers. I know you guys love it. So that's happening, right? So the artificial island with the home system, you're also going to be getting an 8-player co-op raid. 8-player co-op raid. So I'm going to try to get into that as fast as I possibly can, bring some footage for you guys. Claudia is going to be added to the game as well. We are going to do some summons on Claudia. I'm not sure how, you know, crazy I'm going to go, but look forward to that. We also have a brand new limited time event with Ada's Cafe, which is going to give us some red nuclei, which is also good. And then we also have something called Sequential Phantasm, which is available after unlocking the Battlefield of Champions in the Bygone Phantasm event. I'm not completely sure on what that is, but we'll definitely take a look at it once it's in the game. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the future of Tower of Fantasy. We are now safely outside of the honeymoon period. We can kind of see the effects, you know, across the community. You know, all of the non-stop guides are starting to slow down a little bit. As far as the servers, I haven't seen my server be like yellow or red in a long time. No matter what time of day I log on, prime time, middle of the night, middle of the morning, doesn't matter. My server's always green. So the conversation of, you know, server transfers has started to be, you know, floated around. I hope to see a mix between server transfers and server mergers, to be honest. I know like server merges are kind of like a dirty word. People are like, oh man, they're starting to merge servers. That means the game is dead. Which, I mean, every game, if you make a game like this that has multiple servers, you're always going to be put in a position where the servers are eventually going to die, right? With just the natural attrition of players, you can't maintain dozens upon dozens of servers all with a healthy population. Like it's literally impossible. You just can't. Eventually some servers are going to be more lively than others, and now you have this ugly PR nightmare where you're like, all right, we're going to shut down 10 servers and merge them. Even though that's a net positive for the game, it's always a bad look, and I don't really know why they didn't just have a global server with just like 500 channels, right? We already have so many channels in this game as it is. I'm not sure why we couldn't just have less servers, more channels, but dude, do I look like a server architect? You're just some dude sitting behind a microphone down in Austin, Texas. That's me, MG. So we'll have to see on, you know, how the server transfers help kind of spread out the population, but I feel like you're still gonna have the same problem. Not enough players, too many servers. We'll see. So that's the server situation. That's like the content creation situation. I also keep a pretty close eye on the subreddit numbers as well. As far as like subreddit growth, I feel like the game really just kind of ran to like 60K followers on the subreddit, slowed down a little bit as it kind of like, you know, it didn't quite sprint, but it ran to about 65K. But as of late, it's been pretty hobbled at like 68. Like it stayed on about 68,000 followers on the subreddit for quite a while, much longer than any other number that it's been on thus far since launch. So we're starting to hit a point where maybe the growth of the game is starting to plateau slightly. But I do think the game still has a lot of really big catalysts coming up, right? You still have, you know, update 1.5, right? The housing system is going to attract new players, new raids are going to attract new players, Claudia, right? All that stuff is going to be positive. Looking beyond that, of course, you have 2.0. You have the Epic and the Steam launch that are still on the horizon. Just being on the Epic store, just being on the Steam store is like marketing in itself. And I do know there's quite a few players out there that don't even, they won't touch a game unless it's on Steam, right? So we'll have to see how that goes. As far as this game like catching up to Genshin in any way, yeah, probably not on the community side. I can't see it. Looking at the Play Store numbers, as far as like highest grossing, Tower Fantasy is still ahead of Genshin, believe it or not. But once again, Genshin gets a lot of money from a lot of different sources, not just the Play Store, right? You still have their own PC client, the Epic Store, so they don't get their money just from one place, but you know, that's still kind of encouraging. Tower Fantasy looks like it's still gonna be here for a while. So it just might be one of those situations where Tower Fantasy isn't gonna quite be like the whole like genre defining level of like mass appeal that Genshin Impact is. But I wouldn't count it out, dude. I absolutely wouldn't count it out. I know some people are gonna get mad at me for making this comparison, but World of Warcraft was on top for the longest time and it felt like it was completely unstoppable at one point. Now you have, you know, games like Final Fantasy 14, for example, that have absolutely caught up to it, right? So hopefully Genshin doesn't rest on its laurels. You know, Genshin being a fantastic game is good for the genre. You can kind of see the effects, the Genshin effect across all games, right? Not just like these action RPG games. Like a lot of games seem to have started to step up their quality level, and it does also seem like some game companies are releasing less games, which I'm actually a big fan of. Like, dude, less throwaway games, less mid titles. Try to go for that Genshin crown, right? Like net, it's only a positive for players if they're really trying to up their quality level to compete with some of the biggest dogs in the industry. Dude, I love it. So that's enough rambling for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow for patch 1.5. Expect a video on the housing system, the rating, some Claudia stuff, pretty much everything that's in the patch. Expect something on that, right? So I am out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.